let's start this off with Mike Tyson in the game. First and foremost, quick opinions, because I know we all saw it. What did you think about the fight?
Heartbreaking. November sucks. But I guess for starters, that like I came into the party where we was watching the game, and I was like, "Yo, I believe that he gonna do something unless the fight lasts too long." And I was hyping it up. Reality, I thought it was gonna be like 1 or 2 rounds. I didn't know that was like literally all Unk had. So round 3 comes around, and I'm just like, okay, this is where Jake might have won that one. Round 4, yeah, Jake won that one. Around 5 and after, I literally was like, okay, Jake Paul's just not trying to knock him out. I don't know how some of you guys think that Unk whole time could. No. Maybe in rounds 1 and 2, absolutely sure. Round 3 and everything past it, especially past round 5, Jake Paul, if he truly wanted to, could have knocked that. Unk was gone.
Sage, you took that as a real fight? I thought that shit was totally rigged.
I mean, I think it was for money. I think it was for money in the sense of, hey, gang, just don't knock out Mike Tyson today. And Mike Tyson was like, hey, gang, if you can knock out Jake Paul, think about it. Maybe. But I mean, they both laughing to the bank right now. They want this. We're gonna give it to them because we need some money too.
Well, Damo, Mr. Boxing, Mr. Fighting Sports, this is your realm. Go ahead, take it away.
I heard a lot of people complaining about the outcome of what they watched, and my only question is, what did you think when you signed up to watch a 27-year-old fight a 60-year-old? It was almost just like that. I realized a lot of people never seen Mike Tyson fight before, so a lot of bad comments was being made. Niggas went out there with expectations like this was 86. I don't know why. Don't know. I ain't never seen a Mike Tyson fight before. Okay, Kosa. This ain't a Mike Tyson fight.
Wait, and let me say this. Let me interject right there, because we were in a Discord together. I'm gonna tell y'all something about men. Men only know one sport for real.
Yeah.
You half know another.
That was my minor hot take of the week.
You half know another sport, and then every other sport you don't know. But men talk about every sport as if it's their primary sport. So if you know football, you know half of basketball, you don't know anything else. Put that man in front of bowling. You see the curve, you see the spin.
We sports got it right. You gotta have the right leg behind the left leg unless you're left-handed.
I was in there with what Damo saying. People was like, his stance is something I've never seen, but look at the stance comparison. And niggas got off mute and was like, yo, what is he talking about? Shut the fuck up.
Bro, why Mike stance look like that, bro? His stance don't look like how it used to look. Nigga, is this your first time watching him fight? Yeah. What are you talking about? What?
Mike Tyson literally fought like
standing like that.
He literally what? Come on, man.
Yo, you can tell he's old because his stance. Look at his stance. Why he standing like that? He can't. He need to really fix his stance. Like, bro, shut up.
They in there. See, and I knew Jake was a southpaw. I mean, what does southpaw mean? What does southpaw mean? Go ahead. What does southpaw mean? Oh, you know.
Turn southpaw out there. I think it's when the right arm and the right foot are leading.
Here we go. Go ahead. My bad.
But nah, outside of that, my genuine thoughts was, I'm just happy Mike ain't getting knocked out. After seeing Jake knock out all these MMA fighters that I really liked, I was like, I really don't want to see him go out here and knock out Mike Tyson. Omar said the fight was rigged. I've heard a lot of people say, oh, well, stage is rigged. I'm quick to say no, but then I will ask, what is your definition of rigged? Because if you feel rigging a fight is, I know I can knock you out, I hit you one good time and I can see I can knock you out, but I say to myself, nah, we're going to go to the 8th round. I'm not going to knock you. If you feel that's rigging, then yeah, that was a rigged fight because Jake Paul clearly was not going at him how you went at other people. Like he clearly was not trying to finish him. He bowed at the nigga at the very end, which is still crazy because the nigga monkey crawled up to him in the face-offs. Niggas ain't want to talk about it, but that was wild.
Everybody at my party was saying, Tyson uppercut. Everybody was spraying. I swear, maybe I'm around bad people. They were literally, the second they saw him about, now Tyson, do it now, like it's a fucking anime, bro. I swear to God. That shit was so. I wish I had that on camera, bro. It might not hit for you all, but I'm telling you, I've never seen 20 people scream, do it now, just wanting that nigga to uppercut the shit out of Jake Paul and knock him out. That was villainous.
I just want to end on this too. People, at this point, can we please acknowledge when Jake Paul fights a 40-plus-year-old man, can we please just assume he's doing this for money? We can stop with the conversations. We can stop with the think pieces. If you're so sick, stop watching. We said this after the last time he did just this. Just stop watching him fight. People pulled up thinking this was going to be different. He's fighting an old man. He's not serious.
I'll end this thing here so we can move on with this. We didn't say it. Fight was ass though. I'll be that guy. It wasn't the best display. Obviously there was another fight weekend, fight night thing going on in a different sport that definitely delivered. But this fight wasn't that good. I'll just throw that out there. I know somebody's gonna ask. So did you like it or not? Nah, it was kind of anticlimactic. But yeah.
I'm naive because people sold me a lie. Yeah, the fight starts at 8:30. Me, whew. This is great. Thank God Damo came in the group chat. Yeah, gang, that's when the fight starts, but the main event is at 11:12. Me, okay. Whew, I guess I can better prepare myself.
You might say, I had to let people know. The
Yeah,
main card starts. The main card starts at 8:30. The main event ain't until 11:30.
I pop into the Discord 4 or 5 times. Ali streaming it. Me, who is that? Who is that on the screen? I mean, so I guess this might cue up my hot take of the week early. Entertainment over sports. People don't care about the actual act of the sport anymore. People really don't care about that. There are very few sports that are maintaining the integrity of the sport. What sells, what gets people interested, what gets people intrigued and continuing to come back is the entertainment, the WWE of it all, if you will. I think that's part of the reasons why basketball is declining. But this is, I mean, the numbers that this pulled off. Do y'all know what the viewership was on this fight?
All I know is Netflix crashed.
Damn.
Netflix as a whole crashed. 60 million people. Surpassed 60 million people. Let me give you some highest viewed events ever. Every Super Bowl since 1950 has surpassed 60 million. 2020 Biden versus Trump debate. This is the first one, the 73.1 million. The MASH finale, the old TV show, 105.9 million. The Roots finale, 100 million. The moon landing, 125 million. The JFK funeral, 80 million in the U.S. 9/11 coverage peaked at 80 million. And the O.J. Simpson car chase, 65 million viewers. This isn't something that was on television. This was on Netflix at 60 million. If this was on something like ABC, it would have surpassed that. And I think that Logan Paul, Jake Paul, KSI, I'm just naming Mr. Beast, Mike Tyson, and all these other boxers and stuff like that, they know this now. And this is the direction that they're moving in. Because to be honest with you, even with the heart attack scare or whatever Mike Tyson had, even with the clips coming out, all this stuff, people were still interested in this fight. Even though, like Damo said, I mean, this was a 60-year-old man. Why would we be interested in seeing him fight for real? Like a 30-year-old.
Yeah, I definitely agree when we're talking about personalized sports. I don't know if that's a real term or not, but essentially, the sports where you can visibly see the players is not too many on the field. I think sports like soccer or the real football, and then American football, and then I think those sports will still be protected by, we want the authentic, we want the real hoopers, we want the best possible product. But like when basketball, for example, which is quickly turned into like a damn near total drama island levels of, hey gang, who do we just vote out this week? Who do we like this week and the next week? You mentioned the WWE. I know some people don't view that as a sport, but like that's what I've kind of been talking about on how storylines need to be had for entertainment in terms of the not WWE. Fuck, I'm butchering my words, but NBA. Sorry about that. Then you go to like the boxing, the UFC. Obviously, I don't think people want to see the true best boxer, the true best MMA fighters or whatever, but they would love to see a popular name fight another popular name and or professional. So I think it's definitely a weird thing that's going on. Maybe it's always been there, but it's definitely starting to be more highlighted, if that makes sense. Like the entertainment value is more highlighted now, but I do think it's always been there in history.
I think in combat sports, entertainment will always be more important. Well, not be more important, but will start to be as important as the actual sport itself versus non-combat sports. Obviously, with basketball, football, baseballs of the world, you want your stars to be entertaining, but there's only so much off-court antics, off-field antics is going to do to hype up the game. Draymond can go on his podcast and say whatever he wants to say. At the end of the day, what are we doing on the court? Versus when it comes to combat sports, this is UFC and boxing, motherfuckers can be menaces outside the ring, outside the octagon. It will boost you to want to see this nigga lose. It will boost it. People will want to see this person lose. People want to see if they can back up what they're saying when it comes to this fight. And a lot of these times, people can still lose and it still be entertaining. In UFC, Michael Chandler, who just lost again, Michael Chandler is making a UFC career out of losing entertainingly. It's crazy. He loses in ways that are so entertaining. Dana still says, "Bet we're gonna keep you in the top 10. We're gonna keep letting you fight guys because hey, people love to watch you fight. It's still entertaining when you lose and get beat up. It's fine." On the flip end, Conor McGregor, who blew the scene up for the UFC, and I would say even for boxing, hell, with Ryan Garcia, with what he was able to do. Anything you're doing outside that ring will only boost more eyes for what you're doing inside the ring. It's just the difference between combat sports versus non-combat sports.
And I will say for like an individualized sport, potentially there's conversation to have like, you selling yourself outside the ring is almost, if not more important as being inside of the ring. I mean, Adrian Broner wasn't necessarily the best boxer, but he was able to keep his name. He was good, but he was able to keep his name going because of stuff like this. And boxing was a dying sport. So there's that. But did y'all know that De'Aaron Fox had 60 the other day?
Yep. I heard about it, but I didn't see not 1 second of that game.
I think part of the reason that, these things are sliding by in this NBA season is because there's not that WWE entertainment factor. Where's the conversation? Where's the big conversation? Where is the Kobe LeBron? And I don't want to get into that because that's not what it's really about. But the question is the future in prominent sports, creator league, entertainment, WWE type of things? Because at the end of the day, it's all supposed to be entertainment, right? And if we competition is supposed to be entertaining, but if we can just dress it up a little bit more, then doesn't that become more entertaining?
Maybe it starts with commentary. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I would say no. I just don't see when it comes. I don't know. I would genuinely say I don't know. My gut reaction would say I don't know, but I mean, my gut reaction would be to say no because at the end of the day, the purists or the casuals genuinely will want to see a good product or see the product. But I will look at what happened with boxing, especially the creator boxing scene. They don't need the casual NBA fan if Kai, Speed, Aiden Ross, and all these people are bringing these huge platforms to people that are going to be the new casuals to just boost the numbers. So it's going to look a lot better. And then the people that aren't watching are just going to subjectively watch it. They're going to hear about it because they like basketball and it's branded by the NBA. They're going to see it. Boom, now they're watching too. So I can see it happening.
Hey, you listening in the background, come here real quick. I've got an offer for you from PrizePicks.com, the favorite daily fantasy sports platform for the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast.
Quick withdrawals, easy gameplay, and an enormous selection of players is what makes PrizePicks the #1 daily fantasy sports app.
And we're going to show you how to make our Prize Picks right now. Ever since Kirk Cousins touched down in the A, he's been playing my way. I've got Kirk Cousins and passing yards going for the more every single week. And our crosstown rivals can never get any love from me, so I'm taking less on anything Alvin Kamara related Rushing yards, give me less, B-Souls.
We're going to go ahead and put $10 on this lineup, click submit lineup, and boom, that is how you make a lineup on PrizePicks. Go to prizepicks.com and use code LKIB to receive a guaranteed $50 once you place a $5 lineup.
Remember, that's code LKIB on PrizePicks. And tell them Omeezy sent you.
Yeah, this is going to sound somewhat hypocritical or inconsistent out of me, but it's not necessarily about having people that aren't good at basketball on the screen more because they're entertaining, right? You don't want the product to seem like anybody could do it. That's kind of why, like, some people will say boxing just is not in the best state because it is just strictly entertainment. It's a double-edged sword. But at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, we've had this discussion about old talk shows and old commentary and things like that. Maybe it's time to get some younger guys in there. Everybody loves the Hornets announcer this, the Hornets announcer that. Yeah, maybe we need more of that. Maybe that should be the norm. So maybe it starts with how we talk about the game. Maybe it starts with keep it a buck even. Ugh. But like on several different levels, I feel like if the NBA was just like more of not necessarily a actually thing, but back to like just kind of going back to being the shut up nerd, this is how I feel, deal with it kind of community, maybe it would actually end up being a bit better. I think outside of that, I will keep saying this. I think the NBA desperately needs, despite player movement, which is hard to do, the NBA desperately needs to build up team rivalries again. I think there's definitely some that exist, but they're just not. It just isn't that much bloodlust with a lot of fan bases. Like, obviously, me and Dama, we got smoke for Nuggets fans. We don't fuck with the Flippers, shit like that. But that's not a lot of teams. I mean, who's the rival like the Chicago Bulls? Like, how do Bulls fans wake up and get uppity about certain teams? And the fact that like
the Pistons,
yeah,
the Pistons?
Yeah, I guess the
Sage, we reaching.
You see what I'm saying?
Like hell. The Knicks,
you see what
I
I'm
guess?
saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Like, even if there is an obvious one, if there's like 5 Bulls fans that are about to type in chat, like Boston and Pacers, build that up because that's genuinely like something that I could see potentially growing. I think if there's just more rivalries that will create the entertainment, and then as Dama would always speak about, the play would be its own story. All right, bet. So now you know these two teams can't fucking stand each other, but hey, gang, Nuggets gonna smack the Lakers every time. Let that be the story, because the one day the Lakers actually fuck around and beat the Nuggets, everybody will talk about it. So maybe that's the way we go.
I think if we I just want to read some stuff. BetMGM, this is from Darren Rovell on Twitter, says that the Tyson Paul fight was its most bet combat sport in its history. The fight had 3 times the bets and 4 times the money versus any other combat fight in history. 67% of the money was on Tyson.
So people went out. What?
This is what I be saying, though, Damo. Like, when we be having these conversations about the star power shit, this is what I be saying. You see how that sounds stupid? But like, at the end of the day, the household name going household name, bro. They heard Mike Tyson. Yo, Unc still got it. And I was one of Unc still got it. But niggas told me bet 100. No. I looked them boys in the face. No, I'm not betting a cent on this fight.
67% of all the money bet on the most money in a combat sport event history was put on Mike Tyson. Do you know how many people that ain't bet since 94, the last time Mike Tyson won, said, bet, I got it this time, and start betting on Mike Tyson?
Let's just call it what it is. Half of them, you ain't gonna let that sorry ass white boy knock out Mike Tyson. Oh, sure, he could have. The whole time, actually. It got pretty bad.
So, and I think this year is another case for this. I think one of the reasons that the WNBA got boosted so much was the WWE that surrounded Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and some of the other players that came into the league, the Asia Wilsons that were already in the league, et cetera, et cetera. There was a lot of WWE that followed them. And even to this point, off season, still WWE'd, right? Do you think it would be something that you as a fan would hate if your sport essentially got WWE-ified? If NBA basketball got WWE-ified, if football, if baseball, if, whatever sport that you like.
Talking, basically, is my question.
Okay, so I'm assuming, well, what's your line? Anything at 40%. Is that where you draw your line? 40% of it is WWE.
So I'll go ahead. I have a couple of vivid ideas.
Wait. Let me say this. to the point that it affects play on the field.
No, okay, yeah, that's where my line. Like, put it this way: if Steph Curry comes out to a fucking theme song or something like that, or the Warriors come out to a specific theme song, nah, fuck it. I think Like the Beam was brilliant. I think Like the goddamn Beam was brilliant. All these other things. If players start cutting fucking promos and start talking on the microphone, I might find that goofy. But hey, somebody might be good at it, and it'll be funny. But I think that's where, all right. I don't know if I'm with that. That's definitely new. That's definitely weird. Maybe like more players on First Take or some shit. I don't know. Once players start having like unrealistic gameplay or like, hey gang, you know what? Tonight we are gonna put Bronny in, and it's gonna be bloodline rule. All right, buddy. Now you lost me. Now I'm like controlling. Now we're just gonna crown new champions for Zybes and shit like that. Yeah, that's where I think literally. Just the way that WWE like kind of markets people and kind of makes every person feel different, let alone every brand. That's where the NBA needs to copy. I don't think they need to go out there and like damn near manufacture who wins. I know some of you think it's rigged.
I'm on the exact opposite end of stage. I need the NBA 100% WWE.
Oh no,
I'm all for it. I've seen it happen. Listen, I've seen it happen with my second favorite sport. I've seen what the WWE effect does. Then it does nothing but create stars or great moments. That's true. I would love if LaMelo Ball got on the mic a lot more saying no homo. I would love if Kay Cunningham got on the mic and said, you know what? I did slap Jalen Green in high school, and I'll do it again if he dunk on me. I would love I would just love if all these players got to just be overly themselves. Anthony Edwards just got to be unfiltered. And we got like how baseball have it with a hot mic during the game so we can hear Ant talking shit during the game. I love it. We can have it to where imagine Julius Randle step back, game winner, and the mic comes down like he's Mr. Kennedy afterwards. Oh my God. What?
No,
what?
I thought you was going to say he hits a step back in the finals, and the first thing you hear, and
no. Last night, 2 nights ago, when he hit the game winner, as he's trotting down, he goes right to center court, and that bitch comes right down, and he gets to popping his shit. Everybody that was talking shit all over something, like he just cuts a promo right after hitting the game winner. That shit would be amazing. That would be amazing.
That would be funny. Someone in chat super chatted, appreciate the 5, by the way. Someone said, I don't know, gang. Imagine NBA legends coming back like some WWE shit. Just like Michael Jordan comes back. Black on! You gotta be kidding me. All right, buddy. All right, man. I can see both sides because one thing I think we agree is, and I know this is probably going to sound so cringy and annoying to somebody watching this clip or pod. The WWE method does work. Whether you like it or not, it does work. If you wanted to make 5 people in the NBA like as popular as possible, start faking shit. Just start pushing the agendas. Go ahead all the way. So it does work.
Yeah. People, regret to acknowledge that what Sage is saying is that no matter what you want to say, WWE is still mad popular, and only up until recently have they been like increasing their shows to, multiple times a week or whatever the case may be. So right now, I don't know, and these would still be like supreme talented athletes, right? These people would still have a bunch of skills that nobody else could even replicate. It would just be with a little bit of script writing on top. We're at least going to give them the opportunity to shoot the ball. Not even saying that, we gotta give them the ball. We at least got to give them the opportunity to shoot the ball. I know people wouldn't like it. How they would do it in football, I would love to see, because somebody might get,
Yeah, I'm about to say you could die. So
I don't like this, because when Jeff Teague was sitting there on that couch talking about some, hey, I ain't gonna lie, Caitlin Clark got you bitches on jets. I will let her shoot the ball. We was all like, this is crazy. This
Nah,
is
I said
this
it.
is
I
crazy.
said I don't like
This
the
is
script.
crazy.
I said keep it off the
Now
court.
that is where I
You
draw the
said
line.
100%. Okay.
Now that's so maybe not 100%, 99.5, and that 0.5 is being all right, man. Let Bronny get on the court and get a shot. I ain't letting him get shit. Now, if we gonna sit there and say, JJ, you gonna have to draw a shot up for Bronny. I'm with that. Hey, play call for the nigga.
You're like, hey gang,
tell the other team pull a Make-A-Wish kid.
But even
ease off, let them shoot. That's disgusting.
Even to what you saying, Damo, I understand. Like from a sports fan's perspective, you are 100% right. Right. Think about the overall outcome of the game. Don't you think it would be impactful, like on a huge level, if Caitlin Clark got to the WNBA finals this year in her first year?
That would be great, but if you're noticeably seeing women not closing out, you got a first team all defender literally not closing out so she can get these shots off and get it. That's where it gets nasty. Look, I'm all for scripting.
Would that matter?
It
would matter.
It would matter.
Could everybody tell though? Could everybody tell?
Yeah, the people that care would tell. The people that you want to market to would tell, and it's bad. It would just look goofy. Listen, I'm all for WWE in it, scripting it for off the court. Hell, get Bronny to the Clippers and let him pull a Dominic Mysterio. I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Fuck my deadbeat dad, Bronny.
I'm all for that. But once it gets to, all right, so look, Bron's going out on his last ride. He got to play the Celtics with the Lakers. We got to get him to the final. Nah, gang, I'm not. That's where it gets disgusting. Let the play dictate what happens. You just script everything outside the lines. That's what I would love.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of all things, right? Me being the guy that's seen as the WWE guy on this pod. I'm a little bit less than I don't want a script. I just want motherfuckers to do the shit that y'all would call cringe because it works. All right, I want motherfuckers to sit there, hop on a podcast or whatever, but not necessarily a podcast because podcasts have a stigma to them. But like, go on a live stream one day and just say, not gonna lie, I am better than Jason Tatum, and I'm requesting a trade right now, said Jaylen Brown type shit. Like, just fuck it, right? Like, just why not let it fly? These things, people gravitate to that shit. Omar has a goddamn channel where he literally covers the internet drama of the week or whatever. Y'all love this shit. Y'all complain about it, but y'all love the shit. So I know that these things would work. I'm with Damo, but granted, probably even stricter in the sense of don't put the shit on the court now, all right? Like the most I would do is like 2016 Curry. Hey, I don't give a fuck what you about to say. Curry's shooting this ball. Now, however you got to draw that play up, Curry's shooting the ball. But the defense, you guard with your life. I don't care.
Yeah, I think ultimately, I don't mind Logan Paul or Jake Paul, whoever. I don't mind Jake Paul doing these things. I personally believe that this wasn't like an actual fight. That's my belief. I don't know an actual fight that he actually fought for real. Maybe when he knocked Nate out or whatever. I don't really know.
Tommy Fury, the one he lost.
Okay, so and that might be the case, but this one specifically, I don't really think that this was an actual fight. I think that there was a conversation to be had beforehand. There's also, I think it's interesting that boxing understands this, and Jake Paul has looked at like the Floyd Mayweathers and said, hey, lasting long rounds can benefit you financially. So, I mean, the script is really right there. Jake Paul don't even look like he's in different shapes for any of these fights. He looked like he's the same shape for all the fights, which I think is a little different for boxers. You might look a little bit different between some fighters.
Yeah.
I don't know. He ain't developed an ab yet.
Damo and other fight fans, shut up.
I'm
Damo and other fight fans. Does Jake Paul take I don't want to say Mickey fights, but does he take fights that are like favorable to him? That's what was being said.
He is genuinely is brilliant. He is genuinely doing the very bare minimum it requires to be a boxer. Mm-hmm. And the problem and the thing with him looking like that, at least, and this is just what I'm assuming. I have no inside sources, but hey, we all know. The nigga's on HGH. That's why he's taking these Mickey ass fights because he's on HGH. He doesn't want to cut down. That's how he's keeping all of his fucking power. The kid got power. That's because he's on human growth hormone, nigga. That's why he has all that damn power.
There's no testing for these fights, right?
No, they're not testing nothing. So he gets to bloat up and be that fucking big. He's gonna fight these not boxers. He's gonna fight these old niggas who need a check and not even need a check. But who the fuck is turning down the most money you ever got doing the one thing you only knew? Nobody. These niggas got CTE. They don't know no damn better. A lot of them do need the money. As great as Mike has been in this last 15 years, I'm pretty sure that nigga ain't living good enough to be like, nah, I'm about to turn down $25 million to go do what I used to love. Fuck it. Give me the reason to get in shape. I ain't doing shit but eating mushrooms, popping up on Joe Rogan anyway. Let me make $25 million. Hell, they said he popped some mushrooms before the fight. I was like, oh yeah, Mike is done. Like, he knew what was up.
Yeah, I only asked not on some hating shit or nothing. I literally just been seeing people say that. So I was like, fuck it. We need to talk about it.